Hello and welcome to that Peter Crutch podcast. Notorious SID and Chris Stark with me as usual. Everyone okay? A little bit worse for wear. A little bit worse for wear.
We're all a little bit wounded.
A little bit shaky today.
Should we start off with our breakfast? should we divulge into what we've got into?
What we've done today?
I had a chicken peri panini.
You had a chicken panini on the way here?
From down the road?
From down the road.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
that was my breakfast. What did you go with today?
I had a cheeseburger. Loaded fries.
Did you?
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit embarrassed by what I had. I had a full sit-down kebab. It's not my finest hour, I'll be honest. It had chili sauce on it. The whole works. Yeah. Sit down in the kebab shop round the corner.
Chicken sheesh. I
went for the lamb doner and chips. But I sat down and obviously Liverpool playing Galatasaray, and they're all Galatasaray fans. So the fellas, the Turkish fellas, they joined me. I sat down with three of the...
Did you want to be just in... Is it one of the ones where you'd rather just be alone?
On my own. Do you know what it was? It was actually really enjoyable chatting with them. Really good lads. Just reminiscing about old times. He was there for my scissors kick.
No way.
At Anfield. He came over to see the game, yeah. So obviously, we're reminiscing about that over a lamb doner.
So yeah, we're all a little bit...
Been quite busy. It's been a busy few days, hasn't it? I mean, to name some of the highlights has been Oasis, obviously the Ryder Cup as well. It's just been...
all three of us went to the Oasis on Saturday night, right? That's
You've
phenomenal.
done it before. That was my first time. Was your first time?
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts?
Well, I was at the front. I was in the mix, and absolutely blew me away.
Yeah,
blew me away. They're just so cool, aren't they? Yeah. Eh? No fucks given and just cool.
The whole sound of it as well. The whole thing's brilliant because it's not too gimmicky, is it?
No,
it's literally just walk on and just play the music.
Yeah,
it's enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was at the front and I was lobbing pints. You know, I'd admit that I was doing that. I didn't get hit by any and didn't get hit by any piss.
Yeah, good.
Which was good. Yeah. So all in all, win-win.
Yeah, win-win.
Yeah.
So obviously, we all got pretty hammered there, and we kind of kicked on. So obviously, then the Ryder Cup happened. I mean, what do you make of all that? That was fantastic, wasn't it?
Unbelievable, yeah. Well, it was one of those, I thought it was going to be a bit more of a done deal earlier. So in my head, I thought, I'll just have a couple of beers and we'll just watch this. And then ultimately it started developing to something which clearly wasn't going to get sorted very quickly.
Oh my God, they were just draining putts from everywhere. I thought
they couldn't miss.
It felt like the tide turned. It feels like it got to, I think, like hole 8 or hole 9, and just suddenly it felt like the momentum had just completely switched. Because Europe didn't start horrendously there.
No, we started well. We had blue on the board, and then I don't know, a few arseholes dropped out, and they started picking up points. And
well, this is what I didn't understand. They kept saying that the players are lethargic, they're tired. You know, which I get to a certain extent, but they were saying they're kind of spent energy. Because of everything that's been happening this weekend and all the stuff about the Charlton and all of that.
Hell of a lot going on, wasn't there?
What do you make of the crowd? What do you make of that?
It's not for me, man.
But say anything you want from before their shots or after their shots, or when they're over the ball.
It's got to be respectful. It's still golf, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the atmosphere is amazing. It's electric.
Yeah.
It'd be great to be there. But the minute they addressed the ball, and also some of it was really personal. I'm not into that.
No.
Also, I think McElroy did put it quite well. Isn't it a case that it's all fine banter and stuff but support your team as well?
Yeah.
There's people who are putting more energy into hating on me than it was to actually supporting their team. But I don't know. I actually think most people sort of, in a weird kind of way, it's probably good it happened on that on Saturday. Because I think, or Friday, Saturday, because I think it's tipped it now into kind of a question of how everyone wants golf to be at these tournaments. Don't think it will happen like that again. That's bad.
Well, it was always going to be like that, especially in New York. I think more than anywhere. I think we're quite suppressed, aren't we? When it's in Europe, but we're loud, but we sort of do it with a bit of dignity. Whereas I love that we've got into their backyard and just gone bosh. Have that. Come home with the goods.
I'll tell you, the celebrations look good as well.
Oh.
Do you know what makes me laugh though? It's like these golfers are so rich, right? And you get paid well in your sports and all that, and they must earn so much money from this. But still, it doesn't matter whether it's Sunday League or round with your mates or whatever. They're all there with a can of Stella at the end.
Well, Shane Lowry had a Magnus, didn't he? Straight away.
Yeah,
He was done. What is he? After that putt, you could see he was so like physically and mentally just gone. He couldn't even believe he'd done the putt. And then it literally panned to another hole, come back to him 2 minutes later on. It looked like an ice cold Magnus that he'd just
Do you know like things like that? Like when teams win or players do something special like that, I always end up getting quite emotional. Like I'm just so buzzing for them.
Yeah.
You know, like I just put myself in that position and just think they're just living a dream there. And it gets me like fucking like makes me so happy for them, you know, like to be in that position.
Yeah.
I love that rivalry though, the Europe-America. Same with the Ashes as well. I love the England-Australia rivalry. And yes, we've got it in football, but we've never had a European football team, have we?
No.
I don't think there's ever really been a discussion about something like that, taking on America in football.
Or just doing like a Ryder Cup kind of.
Yeah.
The start
You'd
cup.
absolutely destroy them.
Well,
let's have a think. Who
No,
could play?
no. If you think about it, like, imagine Europe versus South America.
Wow.
The South American team would be decent.
If everyone committed the same way as the Ryder Cup, and you could get the very best players, and you could once every couple of years play a big old.
Yeah.
And no one would no one would care at all about the abuse whatsoever.
That's true. For all we talk about
It'd just be football. It'd just be football.
Right. Okay.
Wait, sorry, just about football quickly. Sorry, we played golf with Ashley Cole on Friday, me and Pete, and he played in this Icons game. Did you see it? The attack versus defence.
Oh, that was insane.
Loads of
Ashley said it is the best game he has ever played in.
That's where the camera went round the tunnel and Stevie was there, right?
Yeah, attack v defence. He said it was unreal, and he said quickly. He said, "Who was their manager? Was it? It was
Rafa.
It was Rafa.
Yeah.
Rafa was their manager, and he said from kickoff, right? Considering this is a showpiece, like a showcase game, he said. What did he say? He said from kickoff.
Who did that kickoff?
I want you to launch it into the
the throw-in
and get our shape. Imagine that.
But seriously, can you imagine that these people are paid whatever they've paid to be in and watch all these legends, right? And it rolls back to Zidane, he pings it out. He pings it out to touch.
It never looks right. I don't think that ever looks right in football.
What are we doing?
I understand the intention of it.
What are we doing?
Well, I occasionally see it in the Championship. This,
Yeah, but it's everywhere. Everyone's doing it, right?
Yeah.
I watched it like Newcastle doing it, right? But in any other period of the match, any other minute, any other second,
it's true.
If the ball's rolled back to you, you just keep it every time.
Why is it
Why
only
are we
from
booing it out of play?
Yeah.
I just do not get it. You're not going to concede. That's one thing, but we got keepers doing quiff turns in their own box.
Yeah.
But from kickoff, you have to be and it's in the centre of the pitch.
This is football at the minute. It's gone full circle, isn't it? It's we're going back now to long throw-ins, direct balls, launching it out for kickoff.
Well, I was at Brentford, Manchester United on the weekend, and he's got the fullback's got an absolute ping on him. So Rory Delap throwing. It's good. And everything was going in the box. I watched Man United sit up before the game in the warm-up. They did set pieces in the warm-up for 15, 20 minutes. I was behind the goal and the coaches were trying to rough up the defenders and they were just practicing set
Getting
pieces.
them ready for what's going to be.
I was like, we've gone back in time.
Jeez.
I don't know. Like,
wow.
It just, how football evolves and then comes back round again is...
fads and trends.
Yeah.
You did send a picture into the WhatsApp group. Did you get to see the fourth official? Or
Yes.
did you have a chat?
So I took a picture of that because I saw the lads just warming up, and there was three of them, and just behind was the fourth. And I thought, there he is.
That's our guy.
He's in for a tough afternoon.
That's our guy.
So I'd just like to shout out to all the fourths out there. May the fourth be with you. Yes, and obviously, it was a great game, actually, the Brentford-Man United game. Did well, Brentford. Yeah. They look good. I think they look good. Like, considering they've lost so many players.
Starting to click at the end, Keith Andrews.
Really good.
I like him as well.
Yeah,
Keith,
I thought it was
nice guy.
Very good. Also, I was absolutely fucking fuming with the Newcastle Arsenal game. Because what was it, 96 minutes?
Well, my arse was twitching because I was watching, full transparency, I haven't seen too much football this weekend because I sort of kept an eye on the golf and was at Oasis. But this one, I saw the score pop up and then I went to go check what our predictions were. I saw that you had 1-1, Pete, and thought, oh, fucking hell, like, a bit of crouchy luck's come his way. So then just ignored it. And then when I checked the score after, I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Buzzing.
When that went in, I just sank in my chair. Believe it.
I had a feeling they was going to get a winner, Arsenal. Do you know what made me do it? Gary Neville on comms when he was like, this team now should be looking to go on and win this game. When as soon as he said that, I thought they're going to get a goal.
Statistically, they must be the team in the Premier League that score more late goals than any other, surely.
Well, Liverpool have been this season.
Oh, Liverpool have been, yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Jay, what was that?
Liverpool have done it 5 times.
Five times already.
Wow. Yep. Some big late goals. Well, anyway, that snatched victory for me. I ended up with nil points. Chris got 1 and Sid's got 1. So that puts me bottom on 11. Sid's on 12 and Chris on 15. I mean, that's how big that was for me, that goal.
It's a long way to go.
3 points to nothing in 30 seconds.
0 to 0.
Terrible.
Just a quick one on Sunderland. Another result for them. Xhaka's flying there.
Well, we are football heritage, aren't we? And we always tend to speak about the big clubs.
Yeah.
Normally across broadcasting. So I think it's about time we give a shout out to the ones that have come up.
Sunderland, especially. I would say
100%. Xhaka, like we didn't make fun of it, but we had a laugh, didn't we, over his.
Well, it was just the interview, wasn't it? There wasn't a lot of information given.
No.
I didn't think. It's like, what do you think of when you see the stadium light? Fire.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fans? Like, great. It wasn't. For me, it wasn't.
He's still good.
The most insightful of interviews.
Yeah.
But he's doing great, and he's a fantastic player.
11 points from their first 6 games. Unreal start. Got a great chance of staying up.
Yeah, really have.
Who are they against? Man United next as well, right?
They are against Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Yeah. What's this about Southgate as well? Is he potentially?
He's getting. I mean, I read a rumour the other day that they'd want to sack, if they're going to sack Amorim, it would be from November because it's less compensation. That's why I read that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I mean, I feel sorry for him a little bit because it's not just him. There's players in there that are not at it for me. So it's not just a manager, but he looks gone. Do you see some of the clips of him? Well, you'd have seen him. He was looking down at the floor. You'd have been close to him. His mannerism.
I was there the whole time. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't fulfil you with confidence. It doesn't look even set pieces. So when he looks away for the penalties, set pieces were like he was looking away for the set pieces. See that?
He done that against Grimby, didn't he? He couldn't see the penalties.
Yeah,
doesn't watch.
But he's doing it for free kicks.
Yeah, normal
and stuff.
He's probably thinking they're going to score.
That's it.
They're going to score.
Well, that's what he's thinking. That's obviously what he's thinking. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, he looks. It doesn't look good for him.
No.
Oh, United.
No.
In general. In general.
So hypothetical situation. Gareth Southgate comes in. I sort of think he matches. There's something that weirdly sort of works for that for me.
I think. Listen, if you get offered Man United, you've got to really consider it. But I think the cut is deeper at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
there's a lot to fix.
Someone mentioned Eddie Howe to me, right, to go to United, but why would he leave Newcastle?
No chance
to take a job that. Since Alex Ferguson's left, like Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, these aren't bad managers.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like and their stock has certainly not gone up. For them in the Manchester United job. I just don't know why you would never leave Newcastle to go down.
And the only pull is it's Manchester United.
Well,
but
the club
it's not,
side's massive.
It's not the Manchester United of old. It's
No,
it's a
exactly.
new-
But is that part of the problem when if you're a manager of a certain age, I guess as well, is you're holding on to that romanticised view of Old Trafford, and that's absolutely fine as well. If that's the value you put in it, it's just not maybe the reality of where they're at the moment.
Well, that obviously, all we've ever known is, when the club of that kind of stature comes in for you, unless you've got a allegiance to, another big club of the same size, you go there, right? As a manager, it's the same thing as a manager. There's only a kind of handful of clubs where the draw is that big, and Manchester United are one of those, but are they still one of those? I mean, I think if you're a big player now, you're not going there, are you?
What about for Gareth Southgate then? In terms of him and his sort of standing in football, I feel now he's moved obviously away from that England job. I think people will look back at his legacy differently, because there was a point in time where he was starting to pick up a lot of criticism, and like all England managers end up in that position.
Yeah.
But I think that happens to managers in general, doesn't it? Like David Moyes, for instance, like towards the end of his West Ham career, it was very much kind of anti-Moyes, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
But I think now he's left, his legacy is there forever.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I mean, but do you
European
protect
trophy.
that? I mean, the second you get into club management again, you're putting that at risk, aren't you?
For sure.
Yeah.
That's part and parcel of it. As Graham Potter's finding out, look at that, West Ham. Can you believe that? On Friday, he's done the press conference. Saturday morning, chop, gone.
Madness, really, yeah.
There's some mad scenes at the moment. The Taylor one who's under a huge pressure, I don't know if you keep seeing the videos of this, is Russell Martin up at Rangers.
Do you know they're like 11th?
Yeah.
Rangers.
It's their worst run in God knows however many years.
I didn't realise it was quite that bad.
Yeah, severe.
But not good at all at the moment, is it, up there?
No.
Shall we get into probably a more important league? Our league.
Of course.
Okay, this next part of the podcast is supported by Paddy Power. The big weekend fixture this week is Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea, obviously at home, they're 15-8. Liverpool 5-4 favourites, as you'd expect. Of course, Liverpool top of the league, very strongly.
Looking good, but
Obviously
coming off
lost to Palace.
back of a bad result, and Chelsea as well. So, two reactions needed from this. I see a lot of Chelsea fans on the train going to Oasis at Wembley. They were going mad.
What about the situation?
But yeah, just not happy with how it's going and the direction and the manager.
Not sure about the manager, are they? I don't think.
They're still not sure on him. But even on that game, the 3-1 defeat to Brighton, 1-0 at half time. Yeah, the red card was a major talking point. But yeah, there doesn't feel like there's a good feeling at Stamford Bridge at the moment. And then Liverpool, I got to say, I watched the highlights. Palace absolutely battered them first half.
Really?
Like I'm talking, could have been 4 or 5 up, easy. They got in behind Liverpool's back line so many times. If they'd have been a bit more clinical, they could have been 4-0 up, no lie, at Selhurst Park. So this is a big one. This.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I think obviously with Arsenal winning kind of last minute, they feel like they're in the ascendancy a little bit. Liverpool probably need a reaction, but it's a tough place to go, obviously, at Chelsea. I do think Liverpool get a result here, though.
This is an interesting one. Both teams' matches are averaging 3.1 goals per game.
3.1 goals per game. And look at that. The last 5 Prem meetings, 1 Chelsea win, 2 draws and 2 Liverpool wins. I think I called this one on a previous prediction. I think it was like was it a 2-2 or a 3-3? It was an outrageous prediction. I got it.
Did you?
Got the 3
An
points.
outrageous prediction.
It was.
I'm going in.
Go on in.
I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
Oh, you're going to go for a repeat? A repeat of last season.
I'm just flicking through the Instagram DMs here just to see who we go with. Some great names this week. I don't know if people change their names now.
Do you think that they know they're going to get a shout
I don't
out?
know. I'm suspicious though. Jack Wolf, Harry Judge, Basher McGreal.
What's Basher saying?
Basher.
We'll have a quick look at Basher.
Basher McGrill.
Yeah. His Instagram's called Bashergram. Oh, God. All right.
If his name's not Basher, surely. Like,
This is Basher McGrill. Look.
Basher McGrill.
Wow.
Did that be first name Basher?
Basher McGrill.
What a
What a
name.
legend.
That's your real name. Send us a picture of some ID just to prove it. But if that's your real name, that's unbelievable. All right, Basher. So he says, chaps, regards to your families, of course. There was a lot of that at Wembley.
Was there?
Did you get the
Yes,
same?
yeah, I did.
Regards to your families. He's gone for Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. There's a lot of people saying that, to be fair. Let's have a quick look at Harry Judge. He's gone 3-1. Ryan Bassett. Get this, but I'm just clicking on his message. Ryan Bassett says, regards to the families, games aren't so huge this weekend. Says, ironically, my uncle is called Mike Bassett. My dad is called Dave Bassett.
No way.
A character Mike was loosely based on, I believe.
It's got Mike and Dave Bassett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
As father and uncle. Separate people.
Well, I know what's coming here. You're going to go 2-1.
Yeah.
You are, aren't you? He's going straight. He's gone with Basher.
I'm with Basher all the way.
Okay, you've gone 3-1 Liverpool. You've gone 2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool.
Okay, locked in. We have got the Paddy's Boost as well, lads. We each pick a leg of the Crutch Pod Bet Builder. The odds on that bet builder will then be boosted by 20%. Put on the Paddy Power website and app. I'm going to play to score first, Mo Salah.
Chris?
Yep. Player to be carded, I'll go Enzo Fernandez.
All right, and I'm going to go for a player to have 2 or more shots on target, João Pedro.
Odds are correct at time of recording. Please gamble responsibly. Okay, we've got Bournemouth versus Fulham. Thoughts on this one?
Bournemouth, I really like Bournemouth. I really like them. I really like the manager. I like the way they play. And they're at home as well. I watched Fulham on the weekend against Villa. They was all right for 45 minutes and then had a real sort of lapse 5 minutes, which they conceded 2 goals in, and that just done the game for them. So, but I really like Bournemouth. I'm just wondering how long they're going to keep hold of this manager for.
Yeah, and Semenyo as well. I think that was good keeping hold of him because they did lose players, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
they lost the majority of their back four,
that's
wasn't
what
it?
I mean, yeah.
And
like
the keeper.
Replaced. You
Yeah.
know, it's similar to situation to Brentford as well, you know, losing a lot of their top players and still managing to get results.
Just a question on Bournemouth. What can they extend their stadium? Or they just like having a small, because it's the smallest capacity, isn't it? And
I don't know if there's...
You'd think about now they're quite an established like Premier League team, aren't they? You think about them wanting to maybe make it a bit more, I don't know, extend to 20,000. I don't know if they can do that there or if there's a new stadium plans.
Have you got a business interest in this or something?
Well, I'm just thinking if they are, let's
Roman Asinovic.
Is this what you're up to in Amsterdam?
No.
He's got his fingers in pies. This boy.
I'm
Look,
just thinking-
he's a shareholder in Bournemouth.
I'm just
He's trying
thinking-
to-
He's having a look.
All I'm thinking of is if they are, then yeah, hospitality wise, I'd love to get involved.
It's true. There it is. So this explains it all. This explains why
It's always an angle. Isn't
There was
it?
basically an advert for Fulham hospitality on this podcast a couple of weeks ago. I didn't listen back. I was
Moving
tempted
into
to take it to
hospitality.
VAR because I was like, what's happened here? Since it's been wine, dined and 69 at Fulham, I've been covering on this podcast.
Wine, 9 and 69.
And now it seems his interest is turned to the South Coast.
Look, we're always thinking outside the box here.
Wow.
And if that means maybe even a few Airbnbs and we sort of like, you know, get some people down there and watch a game for the weekend and we'll wine dine and 69 there as well.
We'll have a look.
All right, Sid. Well, we'll let you know on that. So, yeah, if anyone from Bournemouth can let us know if you're thinking of potentially extending the stadium. Sid's has got some builders and a load of guys ready to go.
Oh, Yeah, just a quick one as well. I saw Claudia Schiffer at Brentford.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that the team she supports? Because she occasionally goes to the football, doesn't she?
I think I'm pretty sure it was her husband or boyfriend. Is he the owner of the club or investor?
Yeah, because she was there I'm sure she was there a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You know, I grew up in the area around there. I didn't see her in when they were in the old Division 2 at Griffin Park.
No.
Didn't see her there.
With the 4 pubs on the corner.
But I'm sure she's always.
It was definitely her.
Had a fan. She was her, yeah.
I saw Damien Lewis struggling to get into Wembley this weekend.
I saw him. I saw him at Wembley as well.
He was having issues with the bags. I don't think he'd listened to my announcement, actually. It's got to be smaller than an A4 size paper.
Oh, really? Did you? Are you still announcing that?
I heard it when I was walking up.
Did you hear him?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome to Wembley.
It's
you get any more grief for that or not? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant.
I assume Damien Lewis got in then. Did you see him in the stadium?
I saw him in the stadium.
Oh,
yeah,
great. So he got in.
He was in.
Or did he have his bag? That's the more important thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, I saw him on Homeland. I wouldn't let him in with the bag either.
I mean, that's very clever, that is. That's very clever. Did you just think of that? Yeah. That's brilliant.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, funny.
Right.
Back to still got some games.
Back to Bournemouth, Fulham.
Well, listen. Hopefully, this all goes ahead. Is it at Bournemouth?
This is at Bournemouth.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if they are extending the ground size. Hopefully, it's not this weekend.
I'm actually, to be fair, I'm covering this game.
Oh, brilliant!
I'm doing this game for Sky.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this is going to be I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to say it's a Bournemouth draw. Bournemouth 1, Fulham 1.
Horny draw.
I wouldn't say horny.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so too
I
horny.
wouldn't say horny. Just a limp draw.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
not so horny. Give us a name. Give us a name. Has Basher gone with a result here or not?
Oh, it's all. The problem is because I get hundreds of these come through all at once. What about Reece Sainsbury's?
No way.
There's. Let's have a look. Andy Bird.
Andy Bird. That's my dad's mate.
Is it?
Geordie.
Let's have a look what he's saying.
It's not actually him, is it?
I don't know.
It's not a long-haired Geordie, is he?
Josh Barton, Ben Stevenson, Dean Platts. I don't know. A lot of people are saying draw, you know. I'm going to go Desmond, 2-2.
Well, I feel like I need to go for one of the teams now. I'm going to go for a Bournemouth 2-0 win.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Like, come on, this week is going to be big for me. I can feel it. Okay, we'll move on then to Manchester United versus Sunderland. I did the Man United game the other day. I just devoid of ideas. I thought they were. De Ligt looked, he's actually had a good start. De Ligt, but he looked all over the place against Brentford. Centre forward Thiago was just pulling him all over the place. I think Bruno Fernandes is kind of playing in a 2 in there, and the front three I like, but it's not really clicking.
The thing is, they change formation all the time. Like in that game, he changed formation like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know if he knows his right team, and I think sticking with this system that he's got.
He's doubling down, isn't he?
Yeah, but you have to be adaptable, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't think he. I think there's a lot. We could say, but you know what? I'm not into this kind of bashing them all the time.
No.
And I think it's kind of like you can't try and refrain from doing it, but it's so hard. If someone asks you a question, certainly when I'm doing the TV, you got to be honest, haven't you? Right? And it's not good enough.
But every United fan would be saying the same thing. They'd be saying, don't even look like scoring. We look like conceding all the time. Don't know how we're playing. Don't know like our style. Don't know like no confidence, no flair. No one's sort of getting anyone off their seat.
Yeah,
that's a problem, especially when you've got a home game like this
against Sunderland.
People are turning up, Aggie.
So this game now is is pivotal. Like they've just lost to Brentford. If he goes at home and loses to Sunderland, Ryan's on the wall. I think it's untenable then.
I don't see enough in that Man United dressing room for, even if it was the players to close the door and just go amongst themselves, lads, we need to pull our finger at it. Like with this game coming up here, we cannot lose. Like irrelevant how we're going to play, everyone our intensity needs to like be there. Our work rate for like individually, everyone. I don't see that in that Man United dressing room.
Well, who's going to do that? Like,
that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't see it. Harry Maguire,
maybe. Harry Maguire.
Harry would speak up. I'd imagine.
Bruno Fernandes, I imagine, would say something. I don't know. There's not enough. Like compare it to Granit Xhaka on the other side, Sunderland. Like just looks like he's a real leader, right? And they've signed some good players, Sunderland. I said at the start of the season, I felt like they could stay up. Yeah, and it's looking like a good bet. Sunderland to stay up, and they had the opportunity that they could go and make a real name for themselves. A statement win, go to Old Trafford and get a win.
I think I'm gonna say they are.
Oh my God, he's got. Have you got? Are you going in? Are you going for it as well?
Potentially.
You going with Basha?
I am. I'm going in. I'm going to say Sunderland 1-0.
Oh, bloody hell!
I'm going to say Sunderland 1-0, and the reason being is that Man, you're all over the gaff at the minute, and that Sunderland. Remember, you remember what it's like when you play in the Prem for the first time. And you go to Old Trafford and you go to his places, they're going to be up for it. I think this could just be. I'm not imagining a hugely exciting game at the moment. I think this could be a bit of a limp biscuit.
Yeah.
Bit of dribble.
Fred Durst.
Yeah. I'm going to go an unhorny draw here.
Oh, no. Not one.
1-1.
Oh, fucking hell.
Have you done draws every game? You done 1-1, 2-2 last one?
I've done 2-1.
Oh, he's done 2-1.
Desmond and then 1-0.
Oh. All right, I'm going to... I don't think this will happen, but I'm going to go for it just because I need the points. I'm going to go Man United 2-1.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And don't tell me you're not excited, listeners. Because it's exciting this weekend, isn't it? This is a paid advertisement from BetterHelp. Sometimes we turn to certain people like hairdressers, barbers, taxi drivers.
Yes.
I actually did something recently where they actually trained taxi drivers to try and help people if they get in a cab.
Lovely idea.
Which is a good idea. But not everyone is a therapist, Chris. Not everyone's the one. But with BetterHelp, you can find the right match online.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether it's to do with relationships, anxiety, depression, could be something else in your life, BetterHelp connects you with licensed therapists who've been helping people for over 10 years. Therapy is fully online and you can pause or switch counsellors anytime at no extra costs.
Yes, BetterHelp has supported over 5 million people worldwide. It's now available in the UK with thousands of specialists in a wide range of areas. With 4.9 out of 5 rating from over 1.7 million reviews, BetterHelp makes counselling convenient and affordable.
Okay, you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/crouch.
That's better, BetterHelp.com/crouch. Right, this part of the podcast is supported by Huel. What you got there, Sids? That's the vanilla one, right?
This is the vanilla one, yeah. This is the black edition, the vanilla flavour, I believe.
Well, they've not tried to match these up with our personalities, have they? They're just different flavours. You're not a vanilla guy by any stretch,
No.
Anything but.
What would you be?
Jolly Green Giant. Your Daily Greens.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Sort of, chocolate peanut butter sort of thing, crunchy on the outside. That's me.
Mate, I lovely that one, by the way. That actually, it is good in the morning.
Previously, you've spoken about this. I wasn't here. Did actually see you talking about it. Think it's a good idea for me because I don't have any time for breakfast. I barely have time to have a shit. I do. Honestly, on Capital, it was different to where I was working before. The songs are slightly shorter. Everything moves with a bit more pace.
What time are you up? Alarm goes off out the door. What's your time frame?
Well, alarm goes off at 4 minutes past 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it that regimented?
Every minute
counts. Grabbing one of these on the way out is...
Yeah.
It's fine. I can bang one of these in the car. Or I can just have it out when the songs are playing. Sabrina Carpenter, couple of minutes, couple of sips.
Yeah.
Speak.
Nice.
Alex Warren, couple of sips.
This one here, right? Clarity you can feel. Iron, vitamin, daily defence system, gut health, skin, hair and nails, steady energy throughout the day.
What was your flavour?
Cheers. Blueberry, lemon and thyme.
It says here, Huel, nutritionally complete food with everything your body needs from a meal. So 35 grams of protein, all 26 essential vitamins and minerals, 7 grams of dietary fibre. I assume that helps everything just sort of move through. And slow release carbs. Yeah. So you can do a radio show, then a podcast, then the pub.
Yep. That'll keep you going, mate.
We sort of do.
Yeah.
Together, Huel make healthy eating simple. Try both today with £10 off your purchase with my exclusive code Crouch10 at huel.com/Crouch10. Use my code and fill out the post-checkout survey to help support the show. Thank you.
Or ask our friends, Huel Fox or Jason Huel.
Mike Huel.
Tony Hewless.
Chris Hulton.
Oh, there's going to be
Or
loads.
on the decks, Judge Huels.
Okay, let's get into the pod. And today, lads, today's guest is one of Britain's greatest ever actors. He's an Oscar winner, a BAFTA winner, star of blockbusters from Dracula to Harry Potter, The Darkest Hour, massive Man United fan. He's in Slow Horse at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic. It's Gary Oldman.
Mental.
So we had the pleasure of having Sir Gary Oldman with us today. Yes. Incredible. We'll get into that. You can currently see him in Slow Horses Season 5 on Apple TV+.
Yes.
How is that going? I mean, it's flying. Everyone love it. We love it.
So we're thrilled that it's just been accepted. It's a huge show in America. So we just thought it might be a sort of colloquial,
really,
just a British.
Yeah, it's a huge show. It's the show that got me subscribing to Apple. It's this show. Gary, I've got to ask you this, right? Some of my favourite stories of Crouchies on this podcast have been some of the kind of pranks that happen in the dressing room. I really need you to answer something just for my own sanity.
Yeah, go on then.
You have become, on this show, the master of farting.
Yeah.
When you did it for the first time on that show, was that improvised or was that always the intention? And I've got to know, is it real or is it sort of sound effects? And just please talk me through an acting masterclass here.
A flatulent.
The flatulence.
It's a masterclass.
Out of all the things that we could have asked him for one of the first questions, we've probably got me that one.
I've got to ask you.
Well, the idea of, Jackson Lamb is a character in these books by Mick Herron. So our show is based on a series of books. And the creation of Jackson and indeed these characters and this incredible universe that it gives you, that we have, is out of the imagination of Mick. We wouldn't have the show without Mick and the books. So he's done a lot of work for us. They are templates that we massage and move around, but basically the show is based on these books. And Jackson Lamb is this rather curmudgeon, not really, but was a great spy at one time in the field. He drinks too much, he smokes too much, he has a terrible diet, he burps and he farts, and he does it also I think he smokes just because it's not politically correct, just to piss you off. And he does things like fart in public, which it's part spycraft. It's him sort of going, you can't second guess me. I'm going to keep you at a distance, and you're never really going to kind of know who I am. But those social norms he just doesn't really care about. So the farting was always part of the character. And when we did the first episode, we were getting feedback. There's this big sort of James Bond Bourne Identity kind of airport chase with Jack Loudon running crazy like, Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible. And then I think it just cut to Standish crossing a street, walking into Slough House. And we heard that, well, we don't know who these people are. We don't really know who is this person? Where is this? We've been here at this airport. It's MI5. Now we're in the shoddy building. And so it was an idea that I had. I said, look, why don't, Jackson Lamb doesn't always get home. I'm sure he sleeps in the office. Why don't you just cut to Jackson Lamb waking up, but he wakes himself up with a fart.
This was your idea.
Yeah, and then we know then the audience, because that's the tone. Now you know the tone of the show. Now, so you pan over the desk and it says top secret, and then there's this guy with holes in his socks sleeping on a sofa, and he farts and wakes himself up, and the audience know exactly where you are, and then what to expect. So it was just a way of, how do we encapsulate the tone of the show? No pun intended, because it was a little vibrato with some bass to it. But no, it is a sound effect.
Oh,
but
Gary, you've broken my heart.
I'm sorry, but if it's any consolation, I never thought that I would, in my career, have conversations with a director writing emails saying, yes, I saw the first cut. Now, you got to remember, he's actually sitting on leather. So when I need a bit
more leathery,
I need it a little bit more robust and maybe a little wet around the edges. and I'm like typing this stuff to the director, and I'm going, ooh, and I'm a grown man sitting here typing about, what sort of quality fart we should have for the scene. But it's in the detail, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, there we
It's
are.
in the detail.
But yeah, you've obviously played so many different types of characters, and obviously we're a football podcast, so The Firm was obviously something
The
really
Firm,
important.
yeah.
Brilliant.
To us growing up, obviously playing there, at West Ham and kind of the whole thing. What did you make of that and of the new one? Have you seen the remake of The Firm?
I haven't seen the remake. I mean, we were lucky because it was a very interesting take on hooliganism, and there was a perception of what it was. And actually, these guys, who had money and they had credit cards and they could travel first class, and it was a whole sort of. They were estate agents during the week, and then at the weekends they were sort of crazy, sort of violent hooligans. So that was an interesting angle. You saw them in a different way, but we were lucky because we had the late, God bless him, the late Alan Clark, who was just an amazing director. So I think that's what made it all the more special. Is because of Alan's eye and his take on it.
I just wanted to get into obviously the few little achievements that I've got in this bar, but being a Sir and getting an Oscar is something that I can't get my head round, and something incredible, right? So. Where were you when you found out about the Knighthood?
I was at home in Palm Springs.
Do you get a call up, Gary?
I didn't personally get the call up. I think the Prime Minister. I think it comes first through them. and then they speak to their people, speak to my people.
Too right.
And then it filters its way down, and then I get the phone call from that man actually sitting over there, and he said, "You're on the list." In fact, the ceremony of the investiture takes place tomorrow.
Wow.
Tomorrow morning, I have the official. So, and it's mind blowing. It's humbling and flattering, and to have one's work, I guess, or a body of work over 40 odd years or so. I've been doing it a long time. I'm quite old, I'm older than I look, I hope.
If you had to show someone a Gary Oldman film, which one would you show them if they hadn't seen any of your films? Which are you most proud of?
I do think the Oliver Stone movie, JFK. I'm very proud of that. I think, even though, I play Lee Harvey Oswald, but I'm not in every frame of the film. But certainly when I went to the very first screening of it, I had to pinch myself that I was in it. I thought, this is really cool. I'm in this. I was very, very sort of impressed with it, and I think it's one of Oliver's best films. Obviously, Darkest Hour, having the chance to play Churchill, and then at the end of it, to get the Oscar, and just about, and we joked just about every award there was. I think they were inventing stuff to just give me. They were making them up, I don't have that one though.
There's so much there's stuff in it that I really don't want to explain to you, Gary, to be quite honest. And that's one of them. Where does your Oscar sit? And I've got a chicken sitting behind me. It's not an Oscar.
You've got yeah.
Where does it sit? Is it in your house? And you've got to talk me through that moment when you're sitting there and your name gets called. Do you know beforehand, or that's just so that's a natural reaction?
Yeah, you do not. It's a very, very. They bring the case in when they have security, and you don't know beforehand. No, so it was a surprise, and it was Helen Mirren and Jane Fonda who presented the award that year. And Jane is very old school. You're supposed to say, and the Oscar goes to. And Jane Fonda said, and the winner is. Which they don't say anymore, but I kind of like that. She said, and the winner is. And I thought,
yeah, get in there.
Yeah.
Love it. Get in.
Do you remember who you were up against?
Yeah. Denzel Washington, Dan Day-Lewis.
Wow. It's not bad.
Wow.
Can you remember who else was on that? Timothy Chalamet. You're correct, yeah. So it was quite...
prestigious.
Competition. Yeah. Who's best? Come on,
But Churchill was incredible, right?
Yeah.
Well, the training for that as well. Did you hear about? Did you read about this? What you did to be in that role, and as I understand it, you have always committed to these roles, been willing to adapt your body and really do quite physical things to yours. Yeah. And that role in particular, I read that you described it as your most physically challenging. role. Was it like that for you?
Well, it meant that the test of it was, could I look enough like Churchill without completely losing myself in the makeup? He's so iconic that, I mean, look at me. I mean, I don't resemble him at all. And when it was first proposed to me, I laughed out loud. I just said, "Oh, come on!" Like, I said, I probably could play if I lost 10 pounds, I could probably play Chamberlain, at a pinch. But Churchill, and I just thought it was just a ridiculous idea at first, but I'm in almost every scene. I think we shot 53 days, and I had that makeup on. With testing, I think I had that makeup on 63 times.
I had 200 hours in a makeup chair.
Roughly about, probably 200 hours. So you would get in there was
SIDS.
There was no.
You want to say SIDS has just under that. When got any on TNT.
Just under, yeah.
Do your best.
But there was one on the first day or the second day. I think I set my alarm we shot during the winter, so you get less daylight, and they wanted to complete the day and get as much as they could done. And I think I set my alarm for 1:10 in the morning, and the car came at 1:45, and I got there for 3:00. So you're there hours before everyone else, and then it's 45 minutes to an hour to remove it. So they're 20-hour days for. It's great work. I'm not. I loved every minute of it. I'm not complaining, but I look at it now. I look back on it now, and I think, how on earth did I manage it? And I must have. I've got skin like asbestos. I've got old boots for skin or something, because you'd only have to get a rash or an allergic reaction to it, and you're done. You can't keep putting makeup on top of a skin problem. So we were very lucky in that respect, that I just must have tough old face,
You had consistently had cigars, right? Are you really? Are they real cigars?
Yeah, they were real. They were real cigars. I got at one point, because even if you're not smoking, you're sucking on them, so you're still getting nicotine. I got nicotine poisoning, and my stomach was so bad that we had a break over Christmas, and everybody went off to, have dinner with the family and open Christmas presents, and I had a colonoscopy.
Really?
I had to go to I had to go get a checkup because my stomach had gone completely crazy, and I think it was, these things you check them out, don't you? And. So that's what I did that Christmas. That was lovely. I'm sure we've all been there.
Is it? I mean, I guess with this, as Crouchy said, being a football podcast, and you draw the parallels between the different, it's very different training, but what you physically putting your body through for that is quite extraordinary, really. All for an end goal and all for your role.
Yeah.
But you got the silverware from it, so very different training, but brilliant results.
I did bring home the cup that year. Yeah, that's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, the best.
Yeah,
why you do it, right?
When you score that
Yeah, I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. I mean, what's the pinnacle for you? Like, what's the out of all your achievements? I mean, the Oscar must be. I mean, that role with Churchill.
That was up. Yeah, it's up there. I mean, it's a thing that. Well, you see, it's not in. You're not conscious of it. You don't do it. You don't say, "Oh, I'm going to play this part because I'll have the opportunity to win the Oscar." It's the last thing you're thinking of. Yet with football, you've got the manager. I mean, you and the going. We're going to win. We want to win the fucking cup. We're going to get. You know, that's your
main goal. Yeah, main.
That's
aim.
what you're heading to.
Yeah.
To the acting, you're doing it, and you're not doing it for prizes.
Yeah.
In that sense, and that is a lovely. That's icing on the cake. You know, at the end of the film, I've worked just as hard on other movies, and some of them are, you know, they sort of disappear into obscurity. You know, you're just in it for the work. But I think with a football player, it's a different thing because the manager wants that. He wants the double, the triple. He's pushing you all the time. In that respect.
How much football do you watch, Gary? You're a Manchester United fan, right?
I'm a Man United fan. They're doing me. How's
it going at the moment?
Dear Lord. It's a shaky start to the season. Brentford was we had a few people out.
Yeah.
So, then it's bit dodge.
What made you be a Man United fan? Because you was born in South London, right?
I was born in South London. Some people say that a real Cockney is born within the sound of Bow Bells. Mm-hmm. I was born within the sound of Millwall supporters. And Coldblow Lane was where I lived in New Cross Gate, was literally a 3-minute walk. Now, in the height of the Millwall hooligan days, they would come obviously past our front room window and into the garden and through the garden. And the police horses and all the, you know, because my street all funneled into the Coldblow Lane. So as they were, I mean, a local team. They were at the end of the street, and you could see the floodlights and hear the crowd from the back garden, almost as if you were there in the stadium. I mean, it was that loud. So about 7 or 8, I started to sort of get into football, and then by the time I was 10, I was really now very, very keen on it, you know. And I saw Man United, the European Benfica game in '68, and was just mesmerised by the team and George Best, who was my hero. So Millwall was the sort of local team, and occasionally I would go to see matches there. But I tried to see United whenever they came south. Yeah. So I'd see them, you know, as Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham, you know, when they came south. So I couldn't always get to Old Trafford back then. But so I just sort of, and was as a kid when you're 10, you're dazzled by the Red Devils, the kit, Georgie Best, Bobby Charlton, you know, but I sort of miss, like we've let a lot of people go, and there's some new players that have come in. which is great. But what I think is sad for me is just my own personal taste. When in the 70s, 80s, when I was watching football and supported that great team, it was your first 11. Now, I know why people can't play the first 11 in a game that has become more physical and faster, and that you just wear your body out. You kind of what happened to Rooney a bit. I think he played every game.
Yeah, exhausted.
It wore him out. Yeah. So I get that, but when you watch the first 11 every week, there was a relationship, a sort of communion that the crowd, the fans had with the team. You look at, off the top of my head, Giggsy, 23 years at Man United. Gary Neville, 20 years at Man United. George Best, 11 years at Man United. Bobby Charlton, his entire senior career at Man United. Every week you went back, you knew the team, and you had you felt that you had a relationship with the team. And I find now I'm away from it for a while because of my work, and I come back and I turn the TV and I'm watching a game and I'm going, "Who the fuck's that?" I go, "Oh, he's a transfer. Oh, where's Garnacho? He's with Chelsea." and that's the thing. What 2020? I don't know. Probably Old Trafford. I saw his debut. Dazzling. 17-year-old. I think it ended up being 1-1 or something. That was 2022. 2025. He's gone already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. So I don't know how that you could best tell me as a player. Isn't there a sort of familiarity that you have when you've got when you have your regular guys around you? Isn't there a sort of telepathy that you start to? There's a connection within the team without. And now it's someone plays 10 minutes, they take him off, they bring someone else on. He plays 20 minutes, they take him off, they bring. I don't know how the game to me is. I love the Premier League. It's thrilling, but I do miss. I do sort of. You're not old enough to be in the old days.
We're all about football nostalgia on this podcast.
Yeah, we're all about nostalgia.
Yeah.
And
you are good.
At Manchester United, you had it so good for so long, and it's very rare to have, those players like the Nevilles, Keane, Rio. They stayed there for 10 years. Beckham, Scholes, they've come through. Nicky Butt, they've come through the system and stayed there their whole career.
And is that the? We're talking the earlier team that I was just talking about, Alex Jennings, Nobby Stiles, Bobby Charlton.
Law.
Yeah. They were under Matt Busby. The team, the Cantonars, the Beckhams, the Giggses, they were, and Neville were under Fergie. Is it? I would imagine that's vital, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think if the manager's not there, I don't think the players stay as long, do they? But he's one of the greatest managers of all time. If they asked you to play him in a biopic of his life, would you do that?
Play who?
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Oh, no, I don't say actually. No, I don't think actually. Do you know what really gives me? You know what makes me chuckle? is I text him sometimes and he texts back and I have to pinch myself. I go, he's arguably the greatest manager in the game, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, hi Gary, how are you? And I'm going, who are you texting? I'm texting with fucking Alex Ferguson. And he says, love to the wife. Fantastic.
What will you be texting? Would it be football related, or is it just
Well, he
anything?
wanted to come, at one point he wanted to come and he wanted to come to the set to watch us filming. And...
Slow horses?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I absolutely. And anyway, it didn't work out. So it would be stuff like you know, well, sorry it didn't work out. Maybe next time, you know, hope you're well. But
God, can you imagine Sir Alex Ferguson on Slow Horses? That would have been a nice cameo.
Nice little cameo role.
No, we're still.
Never say never.
No, Gary, please.
I would love like a Hitchcock moment, you know, even if he's just in a cafe or he walks by and the audience go, "Is that?"
Yeah.
No, it couldn't have been. Couldn't have been.
See, I think he'd play a role quite understated quite well. There have been previous examples of Man United players trying to do acting for adverts and things where I don't know what you. I don't know if you'd want.
We'll try and get it out.
Do now, Gary, if you don't mind, if you wouldn't mind critiquing the Man United team's acting skills.
Hey, Sid. Have you heard the rumour?
What rumour, George?
Guys, we have a problem. The boss said that new devil is arriving. Is he well now?
Famous throughout the world.
And what did they say about him? They say he is a legend.
Thoughts, Gary?
I'm a bit gobsmacked. what was that even for? A drink?
Yes, red wine, I believe.
Did you know Rooney had that in the locker?
I thought Giggs was just as good.
Who are you giving the Oscar to there? Which one? I thought Evra's performance wasn't bad.
I thought the groundsman at the start was terrific.
No, the groundsmen were pretty good. I'd have to give that to Giggsy.
Giggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd never seen that.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I don't ever want to see it again.
Gary, just sticking on Man United for the next two minutes. Just really quickly, you often play the tough guy, the villain. If you could throw one of your characters into the Man United dressing room now to throw a rocket in that shit show, who would it be?
Well, I think what they need is they need a Churchill in there.
Oh, there you go. Good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had so many managers, haven't they? And they're not all bad managers, you know. Since Alex Ferguson left, you know, Moyes, Mourinho, Van Gaal.
Yeah.
They're not all bad managers.
And it's as you say, it's the team identity and the churn and the change.
Yeah.
Nothing develops.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that I think just speaking personally, overall, as an overall thing, I think that's the problem with modern football. And then you've got a run of, you know, even though they just lost, but you've got like that magnificent run of Liverpool it's they come, they go, they're there, and you look back yesteryear where players were with the team for a long Gary Neville's that's his whole career, isn't it? With Man U.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Charlton was even with the Busby Babes. He was in the Munich air crash, survived, and now I heard a whisper, a rumour, Southgate.
That's what we were discussing just before. Potentially, yeah.
What's your take on that, Gary?
Well, I can't say I'm thrilled.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But he was England, wasn't he?
Yeah,
When
he
you
hasn't been
were
mentioned yet. No, I was.
Were you?
I was under Capello.
Oh, yeah,
McLaren, Sven-Goran Eriksson.
Yeah.
I had a 5-year spell. I was just before Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, you were. That's true. Yeah.
Do you watch much of England?
Yeah. When they're on.
Euros and
This last go round was very promising, wasn't it? And then as they say, so close. So close.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
What's next for you then, Gary? You just doing slow horses? Is that you? Are you concentrating solely on that?
I am at the moment. It's taking. It's pretty much 6-7 months, 8 months of my year. I get a break and then, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy very much playing the character, but the team, the actors and the crew, and it's been one of the most enjoyable jobs I've had, really. The group of people that we work with and those actors are just up diamond. They're lovely, lovely people. So I feel very, I feel very lucky to my age and this time in my career to land something like this. Good scripts, good source material. And coming in every day and working with a really nice bunch of people.
Oh, it's so sorry. Just so I've got my everything right in my head. Series 6 is filmed. That's done. Series 7 is
about to.
And Series 5 is out now.
Series 5 is out now.
I can see eyes all looking
are we
desperate
okay?
at one another, like,
Go with it.
oh my God, he's let because I'm.
And Series 8 will 100% happen at some point, Gary.
And Sir Alex Ferguson and Peter Crouch are going to be the next two.
And listen, if you want to.
Please get Crouchy
I'll
on.
hold you to it. I'll have to hold you to it.
All right, let's see what we can
Slow
do.
horses, mate.
We get both of you in. You could be sort of just walking down the high street, little and large.
I'll just sit in a cafe, no problem.
No, I've got to be careful. I have to be careful sometimes about spoilers and things. And I once let the cat out of the bag when I was doing the Dark Knight trilogy. And I was at one of these events, and of course, it's the studio's prerogative to announce when they announce. It's up to them. And I just stupidly, someone said, "Is there going to be a Batman 3?" And I went, and I'd already read the script, and I went, "Yeah, there's," and of course, it was not official. So I got into lots of trouble.
Lots of trouble.
God.
But season 7, we're good, aren't we? We know that we know there's a season.
Lots
7.
of thumbs up.
That's good.
Apple TV Plus, right?
Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what we said about letting the cat out of the bag? Actually, we did that with Rod Stewart. We had Rod Stewart on the podcast, and he was doing a gig. Was it Glastonbury?
That's right.
And I think he was just chatting about getting Ronnie Wood up, and I don't think it had been announced, did it? That he was getting Ronnie Wood to play with him.
Yeah, and he was going to surprise the audience.
Yeah, and he just said it on the pod. And then
Gary, what's worrying is when we were chatting to him, we didn't even notice that he'd let something out of the bag.
Somehow he got in the paper or something. We were like, all right. Okay, I missed that bit.
Gary, what do you do outside to relax? So actually just reminded me there. So Rod Stewart, he builds these train sets, and Idris Elba, he does like DJing, doesn't he, to sort of relax and what do you? What's your interests outside of
my sort of for relaxation? I'm just looking up there a picture of you conducting. Is that?
I really
wish we would look round, Gary. Please don't look round.
Eyes down, Gary, please.
Okay, eyes down. All right, I'll look down here.
It's a long story.
Yeah, he's.
Don't ask about the rubber hand.
Yeah.
I noticed the rubber hand, but I thought I better not say. And there's a drawing.
This is a good story. Actually, I think we should
it moves quickly, very quickly.
Should we grab it for
this one here? I mean, there's so much we can talk to you about. This one here. This is Steve Sidwell's professional contract at Fulham.
I think it was
Chelsea, wasn't it?
I think it might be Chelsea. Yeah,
but on the back, he basically on the back of his contract, we did an episode about contracts. On the back of the contract, he just doodled that drawing.
I don't know why. I mean, that is officially my contract that I signed with the football club, and I don't know how, but I was doodling on the back, and
you're into art, Gary, right? Yourself,
I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
what do you make of that? I think this is a fantastic piece.
I'd like a psychiatrist.
I don't know what you see, but like to me, it's almost like a chicken laying an egg. But
it could be a chicken. I see this as a sort of that's a big round body with a sort of head with a thick neck and the two stick legs.
Yeah,
and that
could be anything.
They dropped off a crown, hasn't they? I suppose. What do I do to relax? My hobby is it's 19th century photography, meaning collodion silver wet plate, which is the sort of the first early years of photography, where the sort of chemistry for it hasn't really changed since sort of like the 1850s. So, and that involves pouring, basically, in layman's terms, I guess it's like liquid film, and you pour it over a tin plate or glass, and then it goes into silver nitrate, and then you take the photograph, and you have to develop it while it's wet, hence wet plate, and it goes through a series of trays, and then you come up with you have an image. So
do you have the drying room where you have to pin them up?
It goes on a rack, and I have a dark room.
Have you got it out there? The photographs that you take, is there a book you can get, or are you gonna?
I took, actually, there was that Man United did a limited sort of tracksuit shirt edition of the Benfica George Best edition.
Yeah.
And there was a book that accompanied the collection, and I went to United and took the pictures of the players with a lens that was from 1870 on an old camera. So some of my photographs are in that book, along with my actual wife, who took behind the scenes pictures.
Wow.
But not. I do it for me.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, what about doing an exhibition or something?" I'm okay with just the world doesn't have to see it.
It's nice to have some things for yourself as well.
Yeah. I just do it. It's just very relaxing and have fun with it.
Super.
You know.
Well, Gary, listen, it's an absolute privilege and honour to have you on, genuinely. And, you've given so many people so much joy with all the work that you've done, and, deserved, obviously, to be knighted, which will be very exciting for you.
Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day.
Yeah,
it's going to start early. Yeah.
It's
an early one.
Yeah.
But
but it's a real privilege to have you on our podcast.
Thank you. It's an honour to spend time with you and be part of this.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Lovely to meet you, Gary.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
Slow Horses on Apple TV Plus. Series 5.
Yep.
Out now.
Okay.